Last week I said I think spring is here, but I take my statement back because it is freezingly cold. So hopefully you are all nice and warm at home. I've got my heater on just to break the ice here in the studio for now. But hopefully with our friend the roller, we will get nice and warm. So if you don't have a roller, don't panic. You just need a really big towel. And when you lie on the roller, roll your towel up so that your head and your tail will fit on it. And you'll still be able to do some of the balancing exercises with us. It might be a little bit easier for you. But yeah, don't fret if you don't have a roller. And then you can use your spiky balls to do the releases and the rolling out with us. So like most of you know, there aren't any hard and fast rules with rolling out. You're going to place your roller or your spiky ball or your tennis ball where you need it the most. Let's start with the roller. Hopefully that's on a corona pop. If you have a roller, you're going to place your roller against your thighs, crush your thighs like that. And before we roll down, you can also do this with your hands just against your thighs, if you don't have a roller. I want you to press into your thighs and lift your chest bone and your eyes up towards the ceiling. So think about the chest expanding upwards and your gaze just goes up to the ceiling as well. So I'm not thrusting my hips forward, I'm not arching my back. I'm simply lifting my chest bone and my eyes up to the ceiling for upper back extension. Then keep pressing into your roller, not the chin, and then slowly do your roll down. Your roller will roll up your arms and down your legs, so you end up with the roller between your knees and your elbows. It's quite a small roll down. Make sure that your head and neck are hanging very nice and heavy at the bottom of your roll down. Inhale to stay, and exhale, press the roller into your thighs, and then just drag the roller up along your legs until you are standing up tall. And then again, press into the roller, lift your chest bone and your eyes up towards the ceiling. And nod the chin. And then you start to roll down, put your belly button away from your thighs and roller. Get that nice stretch to the spine at the bottom of your roll down. I'm bending my knees slightly just so I can feel more spine stretch than hamstring stretch. And then drag your roller up along your thighs on your exhale. Squeeze your buttocks as you roll up. At the top, press into your thighs, lift your chest bone and eyes up towards the ceiling. And we do one more. Nod the chin. We roll down through the spine, pressing into the roller as you do that. You can keep your hands on your thighs without the roller as well. And then inhale to stay. Exhale to drag the roller up along your legs. And then at the top, open the chest. Eyes up towards the ceiling. And then just relax the shoulders. Let's just warm up the feet as well. So roller is there just for some balance. And if you need a chair, if you don't have a roller, you need to use a chair for balance, you can do that as well. So let's stand with our feet in a little V position, heels together, toes apart, not as wide as you possibly can. So your angle should be about 60 degrees or so, maybe 45 degrees. And then you're simply going to lift the heels up. Your heels will separate. And then as you come down, squeeze your heels together. Get that inner thigh and lower glute connection. Your heels are pressing into the floor. And we lift and low. Squeeze at the bottom. Inhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 5 more. So the pace isn't too slow. Like I said, we want to warm up the ankles. So we want to feel where our feet are in space. My baby toes as well as my big toes are pressing into the floor. Last 2. And 1 more. Good. Then let's have our feet in a parallel position. Heels underneath the sit bone. Same thing, we lift. Press the heels down. Up and down. And again, up and down. And every time I press down, I imagine that there's a little bit of resistance that I'm pressing into the floor. My calves are getting warmer. I'm actually feeling it all the way up into my hamstrings, into my glutes. And then with the next one, I want you to lift and hold your heels up in the air. Bend your knees and extend. 2 and up. 3 and up. So I'm using my roller for balance. You don't have to if you don't want to. But this time of morning, I still need a little bit of support. Let's do 5 more knee bends. And 4 and 3 and 2. And straighten and hold. Lower the heels down and up. 10 of them. 2 and up. So I'm just barely touching my heels and I lift them up. 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8. Good morning, calves. 9, 10. Lift and hold. Lower your heels down. Give the legs a quick little shake out. Stand with your feet in your second position. So toes are slightly turned up. Heels underneath the little wider than your sit bones. And then we bend the knees and straighten. And every time you straighten, pull those legs tighter. So we're really working on those thigh muscles. And as you do that, remember you want to push the knees outwards. Get those glutes to connect. Keep the arches of your feet lifted. 5 more. So just to mobilize and lubricate all the joints before we start, so that they are not frozen anymore. 2 more. Last one, bend and hold, and we lift the heels up, down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift and hold past the knees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straighten and hold. And place the heels down. That was good. So from there, let's take our roller. Place your roller across your mat or your towel, doesn't matter. And we are just going to do some upper back extension over your roller or your towel. So we'll do some extension, and then when we start to roll out with the roller, I want you to take your spiky balls, if you don't have a roller, and pop them in behind you so that you can also get that nice release. So I'm going to lean back, play around with your position. So mine is sort of at the tips of my shoulder blades, my knees are bent, my hands go behind my head. Elbows are closed, so try not to let the elbows drop to the side, not the chin down to the chest gently. As you inhale, arch your upper back over the roller, arch your lower back as well. So I'm arching my whole spine. That's your inhale. And then exhale to curl yourself into a little ball. Inhale, arch. I'm pushing my tailbone into the floor. And then I exhale to curl forward. Tuck your tail feathers. Inhale, arch. And exhale, roll. Don't worry if your towel isn't moving with you. It's just about that extension and flexion throughout your whole spine. Exhale, squeeze the buttocks. Pull your ribs and belly button in. Inhale, release all of that. Get that lovely stretch over the front body. And if you need to move yourself higher or lower to get a new stretch, you're welcome to do that. Find those tight spots, especially if you're sitting behind a computer for long periods of the day or just sitting. We want to extend the spine, we want to get out of that fixed position, getting into some extension. Let's do 2 more just like this. One more. Good. Now, as you come up, bring your right leg in. Leg up to tabletop, chest to the leg, lower the leg and the chest. Alternate to your left leg. Inhale down, right leg up. Now as you do this, think about bringing your chest to your leg, not your leg to your chest. And you will start to feel your back muscles, as well as your abdominals. And if your roller starts to escape, just pop it back in again. I'm still moving my whole spine. I'm still arching and flexing deeply into my spine. Now, if your back is happy, lift both legs up. Tap your toes as you arch. Exhale into the wall. Inhale, arch. Exhale. My tummy muscles are really talking to me. 4 more. 4, my roller is escaping. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Curl up. Place one leg down. Other leg down. Gently arch over the roller. Just pop my roller back in again. So if you don't have your roller, pop your spiky balls in behind your upper back, behind your shoulder blades, and you can roll out the upper back. So lift your buns up. Feel where you need that little bit of attention. Oh, this feels like a spa massage on my spine. Roll onto those shoulder blades. You can roll on either side. Get that roller back underneath you. Or you can just keep the bum on the floor if it's too sore and just take a couple of nice deep breaths. No right or wrong. Feel what your back needs. Definitely something that I need right now. Get those shoulder blades. There's a few muscles there that might need some attention. Good. Give it 1 or 2 more rolls. I know we can do this for the whole hour. Good. And then just put your buttocks down. Good. Pull yourself off the roller. Bring the roller behind you. So again, you can use one spiky ball at a time. I'm going to roll out the glutes a little bit. Otherwise, you're going to sit on the roller. Doesn't matter which side you start. I'm going to start on my right hand side. So if you have your spiky ball, put it behind or underneath your right bum. Roll to that side and give it a few rolls up and down. You can also lie on your back with the spiky ball behind your bum. You know how to do that as well. And then explore with the roller and the spiky ball. Ooh, get those tight spots. And if you have been naughty like me and not rolling out on a regular basis, it's going to be quite sore. And then if you want, of course, you can cross that bottom leg. So if you're rolling out the right buttock, cross your right ankle over your left knee. Ooh, and then feel that deep pressure into your piriformis muscle and into your glutes. And remember that the key to success is breathing the whole time you do this. Let's give it a few more rolls on this side. Again, we can probably spend another hour or so just rolling out the glutes. But this just helps us to feel where we are, get that mobility and hydration going. Good. Let's try the other side. So maybe start with your feet next to each other, sort of going on the shallow end of the pool. Don't jump into the deep end straight away. So you just want to feel where those tight spots are and how they differ from the right hand side. Maybe your tight spots are more towards the tailbone side, maybe it's more towards the hip side, maybe it's all over the place. You can probably hear that this is my sore side. And I'm going to cross my bottom ankle, my left ankle over my right knee, and give that a good roll. And keep breathing while you do that. Don't hold your breath. One or two more rolls, find all those spots. Make mental notes as you roll. So remember, that's my sore spot on this hip, that was my sore spot on the other hip. So that in 2 days' time, you can go back and roll out those spots once more. Good. And let's just slide off the roller. Good. So grab your towel or your roller, and then I want you to place your legs over the roller and lie on your back. Lift your bums up and pop the roller in underneath your sacrum. Hold onto the edge of your roller, your towel, and then lift your legs up into a tabletop position. On your next inhale, we're going to extend both legs away and exhale. Inhale, reach, and to pull back. Good. Your back can arch a little bit as long as it's pain-free. If you need to reach the legs higher up, if your back is feeling a bit meaty, do that as well. And I'm not grabbing onto my roller for dear life with my hands. All my control is coming from my abdominals and my spine and my back and my breath. That's why the inhale actually helps us to splint a little bit from the diaphragm. Gives us that stability around the spine. 4 more. I'm squeezing my inner thighs the whole time. Last one. Good. Extend your legs up towards the ceiling. So even if you have tight hamstrings, you should be able to get your legs as straight as possible because we've got the hips lifted. Flex your feet. Open your legs sideways. Feel those inner thighs straight. You can even press a little bit with your hands on the inside of your knees to get that stretch. And then we close the legs again. Inhale, open. And squeeze those inner thighs. Keep pushing through the heels. As you open the legs, and imagine that you can pull your big toes to your earlobes. So your legs are not running away from you. 5 more stretches. 4 more stretches. And 3. Reaching, get those knees straight. 2. And 1 more. Reach the legs up. Good. Hug your right leg into your chest. Place your left foot down on the floor. And then extend that left leg away from you. Try and keep your heel on the floor. Push the left knee down. Squeeze the left hip up. Feel that stretch over the left thigh. And then if you have space, reach your left arm over your head. So you've taken your body over the roller. We are arching the back gently so that we can get a stretch from the pelvis, maybe higher up, maybe from the rib cage, down towards the knee. So think hip flexor and quad stretch. But you need to keep reaching through your bottom heel. You need to press that left knee towards the floor. You need to squeeze the left bum. You need to let go of the lower back. And then my left fingers are also reaching over my head. Then once you have all of those connections, then you need to breathe into your abdominals. Deep breath in. And exhale. 2 more breaths like that. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Hug your left knee into your chest. Extend your right leg along the mat. Heel down first. Then start to reach through that leg. Reach your right arm over your head. Keep reaching to the heel. Knee down, bum up, reach to the arm and breathe. Four more breaths. Last 2, nice deep breaths. You're not rushing. allow that lower back to stretch. Good. Legs up to tabletop. Make sure that you are still on your roller. No towels or pillows behind the head. We're going into our roll over. We're going to do it small. So cross your two ankles over each other and open the knees a little bit so your legs are sort of in a diamond shape. You can press down onto your roller or press down on the floor. We'll start small. You're going to pull your knees to your chest and just let your tailbone jump off the roller and place it back soft. Exhale, jump and down. Exhale, jump and down. Good. Now as you do that, think about that pubic bone pulling towards the belly button. And down. Good. We are going to do 8 quickly. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Extend your legs away from you. Inhale. Exhale, take the legs up and over into your roll over. Open the legs as wide as your shoulders. Flex your feet. Roll down, bum on the roller or towel, and bring your legs together into the diagonal. Inhale, exhale, up and over. Open, flex the feet. Roll down. Place your bums down softly and bring your legs together. Oops, come back, roller. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Open, flex. Roll down nice and softly and bring the legs together. 1 more. Inhale, exhale, roll over. Flex your feet and roll down. Bring the legs together. Hug your knees into your chest. Let the back stretch and breathe. Good. From there, take the roller out and place the roller underneath your feet. You can place the towel underneath your feet, and you will also do the ankle movements with us over the towel. So make sure that the towel isn't too big. You can sort of arch your foot over your towel. Good. Let's keep the roller still to start with. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, tuck your tail, don't lift up yet. Squeeze the bum, finish your exhale. Press into your feet and arms. Inhale, lift the bum up. And then exhale to roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale, arch. Exhale, tilt. Squeeze your golden point. Squeeze the air out of your lungs. Inhale, lift the bum up. And then exhale to roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Next time we're going to stay at the top. Inhale, arch. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, stay at the top. Use your arms for support. Think about flexing and pointing your feet. So I want you to pull your heels down towards your side and then point your toes up and touch them on the other side of your towel or roller. Flex, point, nice and slowly. Lift the hips up the whole time. Your hamstrings should be talking to you. I'm doing this really slowly and deeply. So when I think my heels are touching the floor, I pull them down a little bit more. When I think my toes are touching, I point and reach a little bit more. 4 more rounds. Point. 3 more. Point. 2 more. Point. Last one. Point. Pause in the middle. Lift the bum up. Roll down. Hug your knees to your chest. And straighten and bend your legs a few times. You should feel those hamstrings. They should be awake by now. Good. From there, go and find your roller or your towel, and we're going to do some roll-ups. So you can place a pillow behind your back if you need to, and we are actually going to hold the roller in our hands. So your arms are nice and wide. Hold your towel, or you can leave the roller and the towel out altogether. But imagine that you are holding a roller in your hands. Inhale. Exhale, not the chin. Roll up to the top. Reach the arms and the roller towards your toes. Then lift your arms and chest up, extending the spine while you are leaning forward. So you've got a flat back, not a round back. Then sit up, reach the roller in front of you. Tuck the tail, squeeze the buttocks as you roll down. Breathe reach your arms overhead or to the ceiling with one leg, your shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, curl up. First, we spine stretch forward. Then we lift the chest up into an extended spine. But I'm leaning forward. I'm really working those back muscles. Then I sit up straight, and then I roll back down again. I reach my arms overhead. Inhale. Let's do 2 more like that. Exhale, roll up. Reach forward. Lift the chest and arms up. Sit up tall, arms in front of the chest, and roll back down. And we roll up. We stretch forward. We extend through the spine, shoulders away from the ears. We sit up tall, arms in front of the chest, and we roll back down. Now, the next time you roll up, you're going to lift your right leg up towards the ceiling and try and tap your roller or your imaginary roller or towel against your shin. So exhale, roll up. Go and tap your roller against your shin, and then roll down. Left leg. Exhale, roll up. Tap it, and roll back down. And roll up. Reach towards the foot, and down. And roll up. Reach towards the foot, and down. You can continue with one leg at a time. And for those brave ones amongst us, let's see if you can lift both legs up into your teaser. And then unfold yourself. 2 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Last one. Exhale, lift. Oops. And inhale. Oh. Take a breath on the floor. Well done. Good. From there, just tie your hair up again if it's falling out like mine. We are going to lie on our tummies for the next segment. You can do this without the roller if you have a really sore shoulder. The towel also works well. The towel just won't move with you when we do the extension. Okay. So onto your bellies. Have your legs a little bit wider than your hips, heels in, toes out, feet slightly pointed. And then I want you to place your forearms on your roller or towel, thumbs pointing up, your hands are slightly wider than your shoulders, and then lower your head down between your arms. So I'm tucking my tail, but I'm squeezing my mouth. Then on my inhale, I lift my head and chest. So this is probably as far as you'll be able to go with your towel, or if you have a neck back. And then exhale, lower your chest down. Inhale up. Exhale down. If you have a good back, good shoulder, and the roller, you're going to lift up, and then with straight arms, pull the roller towards you into your swan, and then lower yourself all the way down. Inhale, curl up. And exhale down. So feel what feels good for your body. You need to lift your belly button and your pelvic bones off the floor when you come up this high. It's not just my lower back, it's my whole body working. 2 more. And I'm pressing down on my roller. And 1 more. Lower yourself down. Take a quick breath. Good. From there, of course, we need to roll out the thighs if we have our rollers close by. So if you don't have a roller, use your spiky ball or just do a quad stretch while we do this. The spiky ball is quite sore on the thigh, so just be gentle with yourself. So you can do both sides at the same time with the spiky ball, but I would recommend do one and then the other side. For those of us on the rollers, we are going to place the rollers at our knees and then place our elbows on the floor. So my roller is just above my kneecap. And now I'm going to do small little rolls just up and down. A couple of centimeters. I'm not going to the middle of my thigh yet. And then I'm exploring my thigh. So I turn my heels in and my toes out. And then my toes in and my heels out. And I'm constantly changing my foot position so that I can get into different spots. You can also bend and extend that gives you more pressure. And you can also have that rolling action. Rolling from one leg to the other as you bend and extend your legs. So like I said, there's no right or wrong. Find your tender spots. And then once you've given that a few rolls, we're going to place the roller or the spiky ball more to the middle thigh. So I'm taking a step back with my elbows, and this is the juicy spot on the thigh. So start with your legs in parallel, and then heels in, toes out. Ooh, and toes in, heels out. And just in case if you were wondering, yes, it is painful for me as well. I haven't done this in probably months. So my thighs are letting me know that they are there. And I'm still trying to turn my feet in and out as I do this. And I'm going to try and do a few kicks. But that is quite sore. Good. Do a few more rolls. Find those spots. Sort of want to take your breath away. So don't allow that to happen. Breathe while you roll. Good. Then we are going to the upper thigh. I'm just going to move myself up on the mat. Otherwise I'll pull my mat. So I found out with the roller, the upper thigh, you don't get to well if you have both legs on the roller. So I'm going to bend my right leg up to my side and my knee resting on the roller. Then my body is rolled towards the left. And then I'm rolling on that upper thigh. So it's a little bit, it's still on the thigh, it's not in the hip crease. And it's more to the outside. Ooh, there it is. It can be exactly the same with the spiky ball. So place the spiky ball there just below the hip crease and bend your opposite leg up. And then just tuck your toes in there at the bottom of the straight leg. And you will definitely feel that spiky ball digging into your hip flexors. Ooh, let's do the other side. That's enough pain on that side, I think. So bend your other leg up and then just start to roll. If you don't feel anything, you're probably not in the right spot. Move yourself until you find your sweet spots. Ooh, there it is. I wish I could see all of your faces now. That's what I miss about our classes, the groans and the moans, that I know you are doing the right thing. I'm not just suffering you alone in silence. Good. Do a few more rolls. Don't hold your breath. Nice. I think that's enough of that. So let's climb off our roller. Place your roller or your towel in front of you and move your knees back. So you are going to press your bum up to the ceiling as you reach the arms forward. So I'm extending my spine and release. If you've got a sore shoulder, do this without your hands on the towel or the roller, hands on the floor. So bum up, armpits down. Reach and release. And reach. This again, good for those shoulders, computer backs. Bending in the opposite direction. Then stay in your stretch and back. 1, 2. Deeper with the armpits. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Round your spine into a cat stretch. Tuck your tail in. Inhale, push the roller away. Arch your back. Exhale, round the spine, cat stretch. So if you don't have your roller, just run your fingers along the floor to get the same movement. As I go into my cat stretch, my weight goes on my legs, and then I go into my cow stretch, my weight shifts towards the shoulders. And reach. And round the spine. And reach the spine. And round. Let's do one more. And reach. And end in your cat stretch. Good. Take your roller or a spiky ball and pop that roller, you want your roller flush with your knees. As the roller sticks out and hit yourself in the face. That's how the exercise. So for point kneeling, feet flat if possible. If your toes cramp a lot, then you can tuck your toes. Otherwise, feet are flat. Bring your hands a little bit closer underneath you than what they would normally be. So automatically, you shift your weight to the legs. And your weight should be so far back that you can actually lift your hands up without falling on your nose. So if you want to fall forward, you need to shift the weight back more. So I'm squeezing the roller between my knees. I round my spine into a cat stretch. Again, my weight is over my legs. My hands are just there for support. Well, for moral support, really. Squeeze the roller and lift the roller up with your knees and place it down. Squeeze and lift, lower. Tuck the tailbone as you do that, shift the weight back. It is difficult with the feet flat. Your toes might want to cramp, that's okay. Just give them a little stretch. And try not to lift the bum up too much. It's like you want to pull your knees into your chest. So keep the spine round and low, and then pull the knees into your chest. Good, so let's lift and hold those knees and bounce. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Place the knees down. Sit back in your resting position. You can sit on the roller, that's fine. And just stretch your arms out in front of you. Good. Slowly come up from there. Inner thighs. So use your spiky ball, use your roller. I'm going to lie on my side with my right leg on top of my roller first. And then I'm propping myself up on both my elbows so my chest is rotated towards the floor. Then I'm going to start to roll my inner thigh out using the spiky ball or the roller. Both of them actually work really well for the inner thigh. With the spiky ball, you might not be able to get up all the way into the groin, but focus here on the knee, the middle part of your inner thigh. And really put your weight into this rolling action. And once you've found a nice tender spot, stay there and then straighten and bend your legs. So you kick your foot forward and back. And it's like you are pinching down that tight spot and then moving around it. Let's kick it 5 more times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then roll the inner thigh down. If you have another spot that you want to roll out like that, you're welcome to do that. If you hear a pecking sound now, we have a guinea fowl that comes to this long window here at the back. I think he sees his own reflection. And he comes and pecks at the window for a few minutes every day, trying to find out why his friend never wants to play with him. So that's the pecking sound that you might hear. It's not me. Okay, let's do the other side. So I'm just going to turn around so you can still see me. I think you can see his silhouette in the background there. I'll still name him. I haven't given him a name yet. So roll that inner thigh out. Start by exploring where those tender spots are. Usual time is usually like about 10 o'clock, but now he comes wherever you please. And then once you've found your spot, hold it there, straighten and bend that knee a few times. 2 more kicks. And then roll it out again. I think if you have another spot that you want to stop at, ooh, there's a nice spot for me. Straighten and bend that leg a few times again to find your spots, to get nice flossing action going. And then give it a roll in and out again. Good. Okay, from there, I want you to keep your roller in the length on your mat. So if you have a towel, roll it up nice and long so that you can lie with your head as well as your tailbone on the roller, just to make the surface that you are lying on a little bit more unstable. And then once you have that, you're going to sit on the edge of your roller and then go and lie on your back on the roller. Good. So head and tail is on the roller. We've all done this in the class, you know this by now. And let your arms rest at your side. From there, close your eyes and just settle into the roller. The roller is great for giving us feedback to feel where our spine is in space. So then, feel your tailbone resting on the roller. A little bit of a hollow in the lower back. Rib cage nice and heavy. A little bit of an arch in your neck. And then the back of your head resting on the roller as well. If you put a pillow or a towel behind your back, up behind your head, that's what that means. Keep your eyes closed and then hover your arms just over the floor. And then just breathe while you are there and sort of notice what's happening in your body as you are lying there. And you'll feel that there's a little bit of movement, the roller won't stay completely still. Even if you are on your towel, you'll feel that it feels more unstable because your surface area is a bit smaller. Then I'm just going to shift our weight to stand more on the left leg, and then shift our weight and stand more on the right leg. So don't lift up anything just yet with your feet. Just shift the weight. Just feel where you are in space. So you can keep your eyes closed if you feel good, if your balance feels good. If you feel a little bit unstable, open your eyes. Stand on your left leg, lift your right heel up and lower it down. Alternate. So for those of you on the towels, you will probably be able to keep your eyes closed for the duration of this exercise with your arms hovering. For those of us on the roller, we probably want to open our eyes as we start to lift one foot up. And then place the foot down. And then other foot up. Now keep alternating your legs. And notice how the two sides differ. One side will feel, okay, this isn't too bad. I can actually get that foot to lift up quite easily. But on the other side, it's like there's no balance. And it does take a lot of practice to get that connection the same or similar on the two sides. That's fine. Remember, nobody is symmetrical. Being symmetrical is boring. And there's no challenges. Good. So we're just marching nice and slowly with our feet. Is your neck relaxed? Your shoulders? So listen to your body. Can you keep your eyes closed? You need to open your eyes. You need a fingertip on the floor for a little bit of support. Good. Let's do one more. And bring your arms down to the floor as well. Now, tuck your tailbone in and flatten your back into your towel or roller. Lift one leg up to tabletop, and then your other leg as well. So really nestle your lower back into the roller. Single leg stretch. So you're going to straighten your right leg away from you and bend and pause. And left leg. Bend and pause. Now as you do that, notice what is happening in your spine. Can you keep your back flat on your towel or roller? Reach the leg. Reach the leg. Good. Reach. One more time. Place one foot down, other foot up. Good. From there, lift your head and chest up into your chest. I'm going to place one hand behind my head because my neck is not too fond of this, but you can keep your hands hovering. Then, pick one leg up, your easiest leg. Pick that leg up. Your other finger can rest on the floor. And again, single leg stretch. You reach that leg away. And then push. And reach. Now, as you do the leg, you're going to keep curling your chest up. That's where the trick is for this exercise, where you feel those abdominals. You want to keep curling up, peeking between your thighs. More with this leg. 3, 2, 1. More, bend the knee. Lower your chest as well as your leg. Let's do the other leg. Curl the chest up. And then extend and bend. If you have your hand behind your head, you can alternate your hands. I'm just going to keep the same hand behind my head. And I am reaching that leg around. I'm really working hard through my chest. Let's do 5 more. 4. Curling the chest, don't drop the chest. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more, bend your knee. Lower your leg as well as your chest. Good. We are just going to mobilize the shoulders and the upper back. So your head's going to stay on your roller. And we're going to reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Your feet stay on the floor. And we're just going to draw some big circles with our arms. Inhale up. Exhale, circle. Let your chest move with you. So it's not just the arms. Allow your back to arch a little bit as you do your arm circles. I think my earphones have died. Can you all still hear me? My earphones made a sound, so I'm just going to take them off. It will probably sound a little bit more hollow. I think my earphones batteries have died. So for the last 15 minutes, just listen carefully. I'm going to charge them after this. I don't think they were fully charged before we started. Sorry about that. Hopefully you can still all hear me. I'll talk a little bit louder. Reverse your circles. Big circles with your arms. Allow the chest to arch and move with you. Two more circles. And one more circle. Bring your arms down to your chest. Carefully roll off your roller. And we are going to stand up for our last few exercises. So, keep your roller or a chair close by if you need that little bit of balance. We're going to do some squats and lunges and some aeroplane balances. I really hope that you can all still hear me. You can hold your roller or your towel in your hand, and then I want you to have your feet about hip distance apart. Like I said in last week's class, lunges and squats are really functional exercises, and they are good to keep our legs strong, and they help us with our balance. So from there, I want you to bend your knees and lift your arms up overhead. Lower your arms as you come upright. Bend and come up. Shoulders away from your ears. As you do this, keep your weight over your heels. You should actually be able to lift your toes up a little bit so that you feel the work more in that back body. Hamstrings, glutes, and back muscles. Stay in your squat. Pulse the arms. 1, back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lower the arms and come up all the way. You're going to add a rotation. So bend the knees, lift the arms up. Rotate to look underneath your right elbow, back to center. Rotate, look underneath your left elbow and center. Twist the upper body only and center. And twist. 2 more rounds. And lift the armpits. Lift the armpit. 1 more time on each side. Let your eyes look towards the side that you are going. Back to center. Lower your arms. Stand up all the way. Good. From there, I want you to place your roller on your left hand side. So your chair, whatever you need to hold on to, and stand in line with the roller. Step back with your right leg into a lunge and bend both your knees. So drop that back knee down as low as you can. Then bring your feet back together. Again, step back with your right leg and together. Right leg, together. Keep going. Now you've got your roller there. So as you come up, lift your leg up in front of you now. Step behind you and up. Back and up. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift and hold. Find your balance. Can you reach both your arms up towards the ceiling? Hold your balance for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step back with your right leg and bring your feet together. Place your roller on the other side. We are going to step back with the left leg and feet together. Step back, feet together, and back, and together. Good. Use your front leg to push into the heel to get your back leg forward again. 5 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step up, bring your legs forward and step back. Pick the leg up and step back. Up and back. Keep going. And then end with your leg at the top. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Breathe and stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And stay back. And bring the feet together. Roller or chair in front of you. So from there, your fingertips are resting on your roller. Your roller is about arm's length away from you. Then stand on the left leg first. Turn the toes out just slightly. You don't have to, but you can. Right toe behind you. So we want to lift the right leg up first. Then, as you lift the right leg up higher, you tip the roller forward into our aeroplane balance. And then you slowly come back. Oh, I might have a breath from that previous one. We tip the roller forward and back. So, I'm not leading from my upper body. I'm leading from my right glutes. I'm lifting my right leg up so high that my chest needs to go forward. And lift. Good. Now stay in your aeroplane balance. Lift your eyes up. Lower your right leg down. Lift it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. The skinny father is trying to throw your balance. 5, 6, 7. Lift and hold. Lower your leg. Pull yourself up. Other side. It helps just for balance to turn the foot out slightly. Reach the left leg out to the back. Squeeze that left thumb. Start to lift the left leg. Then tip forward with the roller. And back. Forward. And back. So lead from the back body or the lower body. Here on the back body as well. Good. 5 more. 4, 3, 2 more. Lift and hold. Lower the leg down and up. 1. Keep the upper body still. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't hang on to your roller. 7. Lift and hold. Come up slowly all the way. Good. Going to face towards you guys. Hold your towel or your roller in your hands. Feet are just a little bit wider than what they usually are. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Try and keep your head in the center of the roller. You're going to slide into the right hand side. Nice long stretch there on the left. Slowly come up. Don't let the roller fall. So you want to keep the roller in line with your legs. And back up. And reach up and over. And up. Reach up and over. And come back up. Let's do 2 more rounds. Nice long reach to the arms. Keep both arms straight. And reach. And up. 1 more on each side. Nice long reach to both arms. And finish your last one. Back to center. Lower your arms. Roll the shoulders. Good. Let's take the roller, place it out of the way. And we'll end with 2 bouncing roll downs. So I want your feet facing forward. Your knees are going to stay straight for this one. On your exhale, nod the chin, roll the spine down. If you are very supple, you can bend your elbows and grab onto your elbows as you bounce. Bounce deeper through the hips and the back. Bounce to the right. Turn your bum to the right as you bounce in that direction. And you'll feel a stretch on the left. When you bounce to the left, turn your bum to the left. Good, keep going. Easy breaths. Simple over. Good, let's go 1 more time to each side. Bounce over to the other side. Come back to center. Drop your arms. Exhale your legs. Squeeze your bum. Inhale. We come up. 1 more time like that. Exhale to roll down through the spine. And then bounce a couple of times just in the middle. Relax your neck and shoulders and jaws. Drop your arms. Exhale all of your in. Squeeze your bum. Inhale. All the way up to the top. Take a deep breath in. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale. Bring the arms down. Fill your lungs as you inhale. And then exhale all the way down. 2 more breaths like this. Inhale up. And down. And inhale up. And exhale all the way down. Well done, everybody. Just a quick announcement. We are starting up some mat classes. So, they are going to be rehab-focused classes. So, they will be slow classes. We don't have different levels just yet. If you are interested in doing some mat classes, you are welcome to let Desiree know. If you want to do a combination of online and mat classes, that's also fine. If you want to continue with the online classes, that's also good. So if you want to come back, you are welcome to do so. Just keep in mind that there is no intermediate classes yet here at the studio. But if you want that personal touch, you want us to correct you with a few exercises, you are welcome to let Desiree know if you want to change your package. And I hope the sound wasn't too much of a problem here at the end. And I will definitely use the roller again. So yeah, keep that close by, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.